It's the morning of the quarter-finals of the Star Sailors League here in Nassau in the beautiful Bahamas. Our field of 20 top teams has been cut to 11 after 3 days of intense racing. As the tension builds down on the dock, Gemma Kerr caught up with some of the athletes.
It's a little bit of an ominous feeling on the dock today as everyone's getting ready to go out for the final day of racing. And I'm joined by defending champions Robert Scheidt and Bruno Prada. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning.
What magic have you got up your sleeves?
Well, it is a day that you have to take it step by step. So we cannot think about the third race. We have to think about the first race and to try to do well on that one, and then we have to think about the second race. And hopefully we'll manage to go through, and then we can think about the big race, which is the final one.
Kusznierewicz and Zitsky did pretty well last year, coming second, so they're always ones to watch. Of the 3 VIP guests who had remarkably made the cut, Giles Scott, Ivan Gaspic and George Zarif, all eyes were on Zarif. Just 22, he's showing incredible aptitude in these boats.
I never really thought about the pressure when I'm in an important race. It was like this in the world. I'm young, but I am already went to the Olympics, so I think I have a good experience.
As the sailors head out, let's take a virtual fly over the racetrack. We're off the eastern end of Nassau, where the prevailing easterlies give almost perfect racing conditions. The course is a simple windward leeward, about a mile from top to bottom, and 4 legs per race, up, down, then finish. Well, we're out on the track with the defending champions, Robert Scheidt and Bruno Prada. And they are towards the pin end. 20 seconds to go. Staniek and Olesen are on the pin end. Kusznierewicz and Zitsky in the middle there. And we're joined by Luke Patience, who's been racing for 3 days. He is the 470 silver medalist. And Luke, I'm sorry that you're not out there on the course, but it's great to have you with us in the commentary booth.
Yes, well, thank you for having me. It's good to be this side of the camera and have a watch and see how the fleet shape up. That's them just started, and how cool is this? We are watching the very best of the best. It's already neck and neck. Hopefully it's going to stay like that for the next 45 minutes.
Well, Staniek and Olesen, bow number 3, bow number 4, the Frenchmen, Les Français, Rohart and Ponceau. GBR in the mix there, Giles Scott and Stevie Milne, Polgar and Coy. Polgar and Coy, the Germans have a Brazilian sail because they were barged and rammed by the Brits. Giles Scott and Luke, there was quite a lot of humble pie being eaten after that incident.
He was quite apologetic, was our Giles. He struggled on a bear away, didn't quite put the boat where he needed to, and the only place for it to go was through their mainsail, which is a bit unfortunate, but here they are, they're back out in the track racing, and all is fine in the end.
So Polgar and Coy here, the big Germans, bow number 6, and they'll have a Brazilian sail. So Gaspic and Zicic from Croatia down at the bottom right hand side as they go up the track, and Scheidt and Prada, Kusznierewicz and Zitsky looking good on the left hand side, Negri and Lambertengi, Zarif and Björning playing the middle. So 10 boats here, it's like a medal race, Luke.
It is a bit like a medal race, but you know, looking at the screen there, it's amazing how much spread there is still in the fleet. At the middle part of the beat, we're now getting into the cone, we're now getting to the top here at Mark 1, and you can see everything compressing. We have the Polish and the Brazilians here coming in from the left. This has been working all week in my opinion. The boats coming in from that left hand side, there just seems to be a bit more wind there, so that's where Scheidt and Prada have come from, that's where the Polish have come from. It's no surprise to see them in first and second at this first mark.
Mendelblatt and Farty just ahead of Polgar and Coy, the Germans, and there's the Finn sailor Giles Scott and Stevie Milne coming round ahead of Negri and Lambertengi from Italy. Staniek, the reigning world champ, sailing with the Dane Klaus Olesen. Staniek's regular crew, Fritjof Kleen, injured unfortunately, well on the road to recovery, and a great compressing shot as they go round that spreader mark.
Yeah, and here we are, nose to tail, and we're about to start this first downwind of the day. We've got 10 boats out. It really is a lovely, creative bit of the course. These boats are fantastic to sail downwind. They're big mainsails. There's a lot of wind shadows, so the guys, everyone just needs to be careful, make sure they've got clear breeze, make sure the boat's moving.
Well, there is Bruno Prada and Robert Scheidt duking it out neck and neck with the Poles. Both these teams were on the podium at the first Star Sailors League final last year in December, and there they are, first and second, almost neck and neck. Mateusz Kusznierewicz and Dominik Zicki from Poland, with Robert Scheidt and Bruno Prada, two quality acts in Olympic sailing. A few gold medals amongst them there, and Mendelblatt and Farty beginning to pick up their form from a great day 1 and 2, terrible day 3. Scott and Mill duking it out there in the middle, Negri and Lambertenghi, but it's the bottom 4 who are going to get knocked out of this as they go downwind. Polgar and Koi in trouble, I would say, as are Gaspic and Sicic from Croatia. So in the background we see the Swedish sail of Fredrik Lööf and Anders Ekstrom. They're sitting out this race. Remember, they won the first 3 days of qualifier. But there is Robert Scheidt and Bruno Prada, bound number 5 from Brazil, defending champs, now getting the upper hand over their arch rivals from Poland, and then Mendelblatt from America, with Brian Farty going round in 3rd position, and quite a bunch up coming now into this bottom mark.
Yeah, well, we're just seeing Giles come round the lure mark here. Beautifully executed there. Look at that. The mainsail's in, it's filling, the boat's moving. He's already dugging out a few meters in the eye ties, but we can see just behind we have a pile up on the go here. This looks like NASCAR racing almost, going around the corner. Five stars coming in at once. Who's going to come out clean? It looks as though the Croatians have just snuck on the inside there. That's amazing. They came in here as the 5th boat to that mark. Lovely rounding, nicely executed. Here we are getting further up the beat now.
Well, in that one manoeuvre, Gaspic and Sicic have gone from last to 7th, and remember the top 6, so the Croatians have just given themselves a huge chance in that mass mark rounding, which was phenomenal to see. So 10 boats, Luke. You do the Olympic 470 campaigning, and you have a medal race with 10 boats. What goes through your mind when you have few boats on the water?
Yeah, it's a slightly different style of racing, Digby. I mean, often what we're really looking for is a lane, and by a lane I mean freedom to put the boat where I need to put it, and what you're trying to hit is your top boat speed numbers all the time. There's not the room on the course, there's not the time on the course, sorry, to be able to be going slow. There's fewer boats, so you must be hitting full speed at any point. So you're looking for lanes, you're looking for open water. The guys that are doing well here, these top 3, they're comfortable, they're controlling, and there's a bit of etiquette going on here. They're giving each other room, they just need to get past at the minute. No one's playing any dirty tricks, it's just open sailing, and I'm not surprised to see these 3 extending away from the rest of the fleet.
Well, we might see some tricks further back, because Negri and Lambertenghi are in trouble, as are Rohart and Ponceau, Zaref and Björning, the young Brazilian with Henry Björning, and as we approach the top mark, it looks like the Poles have managed to claw ahead of the Americans, and there, bound number 5 are the Brazilians, Scheidt and Prada coming in. So the top 3, as you say, perhaps being a little polite to each other, not really trying to force any incidents. They don't want any penalty turns here in this game, because that could well see them out of progressing to the next round. We're in the quarterfinals, 10 boats, 6 will go through to meet the Swedes in the semis, so the bottom 4 here are in the danger zone. We've got 1 lap to go, and here Scott and Mill are in there. Rohart and Ponceau have managed to claw their way up into the money, and there is the downwind shot, and we're going to concentrate on the back 4, 5, 6 and just see who is in and who is out. Look at that GBR. Giles Scott and Stevie Milne are in, but I would say that Negri and Lambertenghi, Zaref and Björning, Staniek and Olesen, Polgar and Koi. Ooh, it's all looking a bit dicey. Only 2 of those guys, Gaspic and Sicic from Croatia, I think they're out of it from their terrible start.
I think you're right. It looks like a bit of a 3-way battle here, and we can see 2 of that 3-way at the minute. We've got the Italians here nearest to us with the Germans in the background. They're both just working the boats, probably in a bit of a zone, a bit of a trance-like state, getting the boat moving and just keeping in there. But here we've got this shot. It's showing us Polgar, Koi, Negri and Lambertini, and Zaref and Björning. This is probably going to be a photo finish.
I think so. Zaref and Björning. Look at him weaving away. He's working the wave, and that shot is quite a a lot of action going there in one place, but we're looking at the right-hand side. Polgar and Koy hammering away with Zarif and Björning, and here are the winners, the Poles just ahead of the Americans. Giles Scott into third, great result there. Fourth, I think it was the French, Rohart and Ponceau, sensational, and the defending champs go through. Oh, and it's Zarif and Björning through, shaking his hand. He's just managed to get ahead of Polgar and Koy with the Italians Negri and Lambertenghi. Another look, Luke, as we see the Poles just ahead of Mendelblatt and Farty. Then the Brits, your compatriot Giles Scott with Stevie Milne in third, and then fourth Rohart and Ponceau. Incredible result for the French with Scheidt and Prada safely in fifth. Zarif, Björning just squeezing into the next round, into the semi-finals. But Polgar and Koy are out, as are the Italians Negri and Lambertenghi. Staniek and Olesen are out, as are the Croatians Sičić and Gaspic. Wow, that was amazing drama for the quarterfinals. More drama to come in a couple of minutes for the semis.